Salutations and good morning everyone, and welcome back to another grounded walkthrough video where today we're going in and hitting you guys with two builds in the same video that are built pretty much exactly the same, which is why I wanted to go over a build for all of you guys. This build encompasses everything for ranged and speed together, as well as being able to do a bunch of damage, including bleed damage. So this is a great one for you guys to go out and give a try if you guys are looking for something new or something powerful to give a try in the backyard. So first of all, let's start with what I currently have equipped. Right now, I have the spicy staff on. Any staff will do with this build. Thor's pendant, this is just to give me some extra bonus stats, so I like to keep it on. Really, this pendant isn't that important when it comes to this build. What is important is the armor that you're going to be using. The armor is very important for this build. The armor is the wizard's hat, which is upgraded and is going to end up going down the sleek path once it's completely upgraded. The moth robe, which is also down the sleek path, by the way. And the moth legs, which are going to be going down the sleek path. All of this is this way, so that way you guys can go through and do the most range damage as well as bleed damage. Notice the bleed that is happening to the orb weaver because of the attacks that I'm doing. So, very important to go down that path for bleed damage. So, if destroying those two orb weavers was not enough proof to you that this is a powerful build, yes, those are orb weavers, but nonetheless, I want to point out that this build is not even done being upgraded yet, and it's already a very powerful build, at least for early end bugs and most late game bugs as well. You can swap out any of the staffs. The fire staff just happens to be one of the quickest ones in the game to show you guys what I was talking about with going down there and fighting orb weavers. But let's talk exactly what this is going to take. The wizard hat you need to make, and you need to get it all the way leveled up. In order to make the wizard hat, you will need to get the wizard staff and wizard hat burgle chip. It is up in the termite hill, up in this upper yard area right over up here. It's right behind the termite king. You do not need to kill him in order to get it, but you do need to go and grab this chip if you want to become a wizard. Okay, with that, guys, you could go over and you could craft yourself your own wizard hat if you want to. They are 3 crow feather pieces, 10 berry leather, and termite king carpus. Now, I said to get the chip. You can go and avoid the king. But if you want to make this hat, you are going to need to kill him. So there is that. Then the moth gear. You're going to need moth parts and you're going to need pond moss, okay? But thankfully, pond moss is not impossible to get anymore. You can actually get pond moss by going and killing spiny water fleas now. But you're going to need to kill some moths, you're going to need some pupa leather, and you're going to need some lint rope in order to make the robes. And the legs, you're going to need some pond moss, like I said, some moth fuzz, and some more pupa leather. Not that big of a deal in order to make this one, guys. I know you guys can all do it. Make this build and get it upgraded. Now, why is this build so powerful? It is built all around ranged attacks. It is built for you to do range attacks, increase stamina, increase movement from range attacks, as well as all range attacks are going to cause bleed. That's what this range cut gives you. Gives you a bow and staff attacks a chance to apply an additional bleed to enemies. Okay, powerful stuff here, guys. All right, so we've talked about how to get everything. Let's talk about perks that are going to go along with this guy, shall we? So let's go over and let's talk about those. So first of all, meat shield. Meat shield I always have on now. All of my builds are going to encompass meat shield. It's super helpful for you guys to be able to have extra health, especially when wearing lighter armor like this one. You're going to want that little bit of extra health. Now, this one is also going to have buff lungs on it. This is because you can get more max stamina. Stamina is important to this build. It makes it so you can shoot things at a range and stuff like that. Staves use a lot of stamina. If you guys look at while I'm shooting, it uses a lot of stamina every time I use the staff. So being able to have a little bit of extra stamina is definitely a bonus, which is why I chose to go with buff lungs. Continuing on, guys, we have coup de grace. Who doesn't love crits? Crits are great. Get you some. They're awesome. Mom jeans. Mom jeans is on because it is a way to pull aggro off of you when you're fighting ranged. You could use Mantir's Stranger if you want to. You don't really need that one. Mom jeans also really isn't needed, but it's great to have a little bit of extra help while you're out there. This is one of those that it's there for you to use, but you don't really need it. This one could be swapped out for something that you would prefer to have on. Maybe Cardio Fan if you're fighting with friends, maybe Reliable Friend if you're fighting the Mantis. swap it out for spicy safety, stuff like that. And then finally, Whittle Wizard. Whittle Wizard is on because it allows you to unlock additional types of damage with the stabs, but it makes them more efficient as well. So it allows you to do things like with the spicy staff, it applies burn damage. So now you're poisoning or you're bleeding and burning. Or with the mint one, it slows down the enemies. Or with the sour staff, you can stun them even more than it's already stunning them. So really, it's up to you guys which staff you want to use with this build. It's very, very powerful. Now, I did mention 2 builds in this one. The second build is built all around the crossbow, guys, the crow's bow or the black ox crossbow. The black ox crossbow, with this being such a versatile weapon, it's a fantastic one for you guys to be able to go out and give a try. All it is just going down the mighty path of the crossbow, and instead of the wizard hat, you would swap this out for a crow feather cap. And what that's going to do is it's going to increase damage with a bow or crossbow and increase range damage. All of that, less stamina cost when using bows. All of it's great, and you're getting the bleed damage from the armor. And to switch up the perks, the only thing you would take off is Whittle Wizard, and you would put on the sharpshooter perk. That's all you would need to do if you want to change this up to be able to get that second build. Now, I know that's crazy to you guys. Sim, why is this so versatile? Why can you go back and forth? Because of the moth armor. The moth armor is built in order for you to use 2 different types of weapons, ranged weapons and stabs. Both of them are built for that way. That is why I like this armor so much. And when you go down the sleek path with this armor, it gives you jumpstart, and jumpstart attacks with bows and stabs have a chance to instantly restore some stamina. So allowing you to just keep going with the fight, especially with these expensive shots you're going to be taking, whether they are with the crossbow, which already has its own stamina requirement, especially if you're using bomb arrows, which has a higher stamina requirement, or if you're using those stabs that also have just those expensive things. Now, could you go through and use the moth wrap hat if you wanted to? Yes, this is technically just going to give you more bleed damage, but I don't think you need more bleed damage in this case, especially if you're using things like super venom arrows, super gas arrows, things like that. If you're going to use the super gas arrows, guys, do not forget that you need to go through and put on your toxicology badge and swap out a skill for yourself to put on fresh defense so you have some more gas resistance, because the toxicology badge only gives you up to 90% now of immunity to gases. So just be careful with that one, guys. It doesn't give you gas immunity, just gas resist. But that is going to do it for this build. I hope that this one was helpful for you guys. It's a fun build. It's 2 different builds that are a good time that I think that all you guys can get out there right now and give a try. It's powerful, it's fun, and I know you guys will enjoy this one. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you guys liked it, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe today and go down in those comments and let me know what kind of other builds you guys want to see. I know there's a crit build you guys want to see. I'm working on that one still. There's still some tweaking and testing needing to go on with it, but I'll get it for you guys as soon as I can. But thank you guys so much, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.